Things have taken a turn for the worst on Mount Everest, where it's climbing season, right?
Yeah.
You can't climb Mount Everest just any old time of year because obviously the conditions are extreme any time of year, but they get particularly extreme during some seasons. This is one of the times of year where you're supposed to be able to make the climb a little more safely.
Yeah.
However, there has been a shocking blizzard that has struck Mount Everest. And as such, that has stranded about, it looks like 200 hikers or so are still stuck on the mountain trying to weather the storm.
Yeah. I will say, though, this is obviously terrible news, and hopefully people get out. I do know as of right now there are at least 2 climbers that have confirmed to have died, which is terrible, and you never want to see that. Fall is kind of a bad time for climbing. There's usually maybe like a tiny window when you can climb in the fall, but like the normal window is like April to May when people usually target to summit Everest. So this is already a kind of tumultuous time to try it just because it starts getting a lot colder.
Yeah.
But I guess I didn't know about the blizzard thing being random, that blizzards would show up in October. It seems like if it's starting to get closer to winter, then you would run into more of a risk with blizzards. But yeah, I wasn't aware that was uncommon for October.
It seems that to me there is no good time to climb Mount Everest.
You know what? I'm starting to think that too. And I know I've shared this, even though I love Mount Everest and I love like the little, stories about Everest and the conspiracy theories and all of that fun stuff that we've talked about here and the facts about it. I personally have no desire to climb it.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth taking the risk. It seems really, really risky.
Yeah, and expensive. It's so easy to, here's my thing. If somebody came to you and said, I'm going to climb Mount Everest, and you said to them, you go, why?
Yeah, that would be my question. Why?
What would their answer be that would be satisfying? That would actually be like, actually, you that makes sense.
Right.
Good idea. You should do it.
Zero answers would satisfy me. Because I just to me, it's just not worth taking the risk.
I guess if I would be supportive, I suppose. But I would be like, are you actually insane?
Right. Have you lost your mind?
Yeah. Like there are I know it is an accomplishment.
Yes.
But there's other accomplishments.
Including just making it to base camp. I don't know if people realize this, but there are actual treks you can buy where you just go to base camp. That in and of itself is a feat because base camp is at an extreme elevation and it takes a lot of time for your body to acclimate. And so you get a lot of the sickness that you deal with just on the way to base camp. And so think about how much worse it gets as you try to make it to the top.
And you're like, I've made it this far. I can keep going. Maybe base camp is just enough.
I've seen the mountain. I can go home.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we definitely hope the best for everybody that's still stranded up there.
Absolutely.
But this should be a word of warning to anybody in the future to just maybe just don't.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say that.